What's shaking bacon? What's everybody getting themselves into on this beautiful Southern Saturday? You already know we already right here just chilling at work. Saturday hop on, see what's good with everybody. It's a beautiful day here in Southern California. No, seriously, the weather was phenomenal. Like 84, clear skies. You know, perfect day to be out and about and enjoying life. But you already know, living in California, we gotta work, bro. We gotta pay them bills, homie. Bills don't pay themselves. Shit. Hey, what up? What's cracking like in Bubbly? How's your weekend going? How's your Saturday? Saturday hop on, see what's good with everybody. What's the talk of the town is going down. Word on the curb, you heard me. Days like this is like, man. Well, we're almost out, so we ain't even tripping. We almost out, so we just gotta milk it. Saturday was all right, hot. Where plus it dropped. All right, so it was hot where you're at. Oh, damn. Yeah, I know. We just got out of that heat, so I feel your pain. Right here, it was 85 degrees, so we had that lovely weather. Free Palestine. Well, free everybody who's caged up. free everybody who feels like they're locked away. If they rightfully deserve to be free. Not like those like child molesters and serial killers and people like that. They can remain, locked away. At least a conflict between, well, like meaning, from the protesting side has come down here in Southern California because it was pretty bad in some of these universities for a cool minute. You had the clash of students and police and not, I don't know what the fuck. For what reason, I have no idea because, I mean, them, yelling over here wasn't going to do nothing for them over there, no? What's cracking like it, Derek? What you getting yourself into, my boy? This Ohio weather is whack. It's not one day, then 90 the next. Oh, hell no. Damn, so you guys get that muggy weather then, that fucking where it's like it looks like it's gonna rain, but it's like hot as fuck. See, I can't do that kind of shit, man. Is that like how it typically is over there? Damn, snowing one day and then 90. That's fucked up, huh? That's that fucking hurricane weather, that tornado weather. I know the weather be tripping in some places of the United States, bro. So I know what you mean. I'm glad we don't got to deal with that. Normally the weather over here always stays roughly, the same. Like in the 80s, high 70s. The only thing that you got to worry about over here is the prices of everything, though, bro. Shit is crazy. You'd be paying $5 for one Lunchable. And like $7 for 1 gallon of gas. And a 1-bedroom apartment will be like 1,800. That's without, the bills and all that. You still got to pay electricity, water, and all that. So that doesn't come with that. You still got to pay that apart. So imagine. And you still got to support these drug addicts out there. They'll be deducting that from your check as well. Because they need their fix too. If not, how they gonna get high, my boy? Gotta do your part. Don't help the media his focus on our town to Springfield. A mess right now with these immigrant stuff. That's a big round head. Oh, why? Thank you. I am the what's that guy's name? I am the all powerful Oz. Is that his name? Oz, the fucking wizard guy. Um. Oh, but is there a problem with immigration, or is that just the media that says that, and but it's not really that? And I like when they tackle the immigration problem because it just goes to show like how far their heads are up their asses, right? Like these fucking Mexicans and these Mexicans. You know that immigration is not just Mexicans, right? You know that it applies for all immigrants, right? Meaning from other countries as well, not just fucking Mexican. I mean, they are coming from other parts of the world too, you cocksuckers. Fucking douchebags. It's not no people eating cats, but there is a problem with the car crashes. Oh no! Is immigration a problem? Yes, immigration is a problem. You know what I mean? But I think how the media has stirred it up now, the nonsense of it, right? That it has drifted away from what's actually the problem. Because they made it more of a racial issue than a fucking actual immigration issue, right? Because I am a firm believer that you cannot have open borders, bro. Especially how everything is structured now. You just cannot sustain your economy by having open borders. That is a stupid idea. That is a horrible idea. Right? So is there a problem with that? Yes. Right. But like I said, they just use that to weaponize it just to target a certain ethnicity to fuel their fucking propaganda, right? Because one of the funny things that I hear people say is that Donald Trump doesn't promote hatred or racism. Very true, he doesn't. You can say that he doesn't, right? And that they don't understand why people say that about him. But isn't it strange that all the racists, right? Like all the individuals that are saying racist stuff towards minorities, all just happen to be Trump supporters, though. And every time you hear them talk, they always say how Trump's, the motivational, he's right about what they say about these individuals. So why are these racist individuals getting this energy and this message from that individual if that's not how it's perceived or if that's not his motive, right? Then why are all the racist individuals coming from that side then? Because there might be some truth to it. What other websites do you like for social media? You mean? I don't have social media, so um, I only use YouTube. And for my information, I actually go directly to the source of, when I look to get my information, I go directly to the sources. I don't like to do the this person found it over here. I like to actually go and actually get it from the source. Just, I mean, not to say that individuals are putting false information out there, right? But I mean, you just never know, right? That's why I just like to really get it from the actual source instead of listening to all the bullshit. And I know it's time consuming. It is. It's time consuming, and not that many people. It piques their curiosity to go out there and actually do that, right? But I mean, if you're gonna be talking about those things, then I mean, I would think you would at least do that. X is a Twitter, no? Yeah, I'm just not a fan of social media. I'm just not because I only use like I'm only on my device when I'm at work, right? When like I'm on my lunch breaks and stuff like that. Because when I'm outside of work, I don't really like to be on my phone. I'm interacting with my kids or chilling with friends and family and my wife, and I just find it rude if you're just on your phone, right? I don't know. I just think that that's rude. You know, even when the homies come over, like, hey, bro, you come over here to chill. You come over here to be on your phone, my boy. Because if you don't come over here to be on your phone, you might as well just stay home. Or I can't stand when kids, like when we have birthday parties, like over here, bro, we still do the board games and the fucking all of that, right? When I'm invited to birthday parties, man, you see all the kids on their fucking phones and just sitting down, and it's like, damn, bro, like, hey, my boy, why don't you get some games going on and get all the kids interacting with each other? Like, nah, bro, because then I don't get to chill with you guys. Like, fuck the chilling, my boy. Gotta teach these kids some fucking, how to interact, bro. Get off your ass and bond with your child, bro. I get it. You want to be chilling and having you time. But when you a parent, there is no you time. You time is not their time. So get with the program. See, people rather be in their own little world instead of actually focusing on their, priorities. Like being a parent, for example. There's a small but growing class up platform on X now. It reminds me of YouTube. ¿En serio? I would figure there would be a lot of people on that shit. Like that, and what's the Instagrams and the TikToks and all this other shit. And I know people always tell me that I should start all that it will help my channel, but it's just like, I would feel like just having so many of those platforms and just like having to check, all of them, that would be a lot of time me spending on a device, right? Way too much time for my liking, right? Like then I'll be neglecting my responsibilities, whether it's interacting with my kids or my girl or anything like that, right? I see that, bro. Like when I go to places, I just see the girl on her phone and the guy on his phone. They're not even talking. It's fucking. I don't know. It's a trip. I don't know. I find that shit rude. But people seem to be fine. It's like you don't find your loved ones interesting, right? You're gonna go, on your time always, like on you time, right? It damages people's chemistry, in my personal opinion, right? That not to say that it's bad and that people shouldn't be on it and stuff like that, right? But they should know how to they should at least know how to balance it, right? Limit themselves, boys. You should always limit yourself. But there's fucking people that could be on their phone like 24, bro. I just find that in the real world, it's just a lot better. Because regardless of what people say, it's in the real world where we live. You know what I mean? Because you truly don't know somebody online because they can tell you whatever the hell they want to tell you, right? They can make up whatever story that they want to tell. So you don't really get to get an idea of people's true vibes and who they are. And I get it. Some people are unhappy with their reality. So I just find it irritating when they try to pass off the lies as like facts. Hey, from Scotland. Hope you're good. Hey, well, shout out to Scotland. I send mine, and yes, I'm good actually. Thank you for asking. I hope you're enjoying your day as well. I don't know. Every time I picture Scotland, I always picture Scotland like green as fuck, like just like open fields of grass and hills and shit, and lakes for some strange reason. I always picture it just like a peaceful place where you just go and fucking drink a 40 and mellow out. I don't know if that's how it is, but that's how I picture it in my head. Like in the scene of Braveheart, when they're about to fight, they're about to fight and they meet up in the hills and shit like that. Like that. Just a bunch of grass and fucking lakes and ponds. Oh, pretty much that. Oh shit. Damn, that's cool. It's because since I'm over here in California, Los Angeles, you don't get to see none of that, bro. You just see nothing but fucking. It's. You're lucky. You're lucky if you get a park. That was at a golf course. Serio. In order for us to get that, we actually have to go to a golf course, and even that we're not allowed in. Got to be a fucking member. Like, excuse me, membership. Like, fuck it. How much is the membership? How much? Excuse me? The fuck? That membership better come with a back rub with that kind of pricing. What up, Shadow? What's cracking like it, Nick? Oh, with rain. Oh, so you guys get a lot of rain? See, over here we get no rain. You're missing out. Hell yeah. Serio. Over here you never get no peace and quiet, bro. Like, it's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. No matter what hour of the fucking day it is, the streets are always full of people riding scooters and bikes. It's like 3 a.m., 2 a.m., 4 a.m. People are walking their dogs, riding scooters, bikes. You never get no peace and quiet, bro. Like, there's always all kinds of cars in the street, honking and fucking like, where's everybody going? Do they not know what time it is? Fucking eh. No, seriously, there's always somebody out there, bro. It's a trip even how people still get away with shit. Because there's always somebody out there. No, I'm being dead serious. You never get where you go into an area and it's like completely like dark and quiet. Would you get mad if someone was claiming your hood but wasn't one? Yeah. I definitely would. That's disrespectful. And has happened too. They get treated worse than enemies, my boy. Because like they're trying to, claim all the glory but pay none of the prices that individuals have lost their lives for, And that's just very disrespectful. And one of the things I always say, it's bad to be a gangster, right? Because you get nothing good out of it. It's a bad life. I don't recommend it, right? So it's bad enough to be an individual from the streets, right? It's even worse to pretend to be somebody from the streets, right? Like, bro, if you're gonna pretend to be something productive. Like, nobody pretends to be homeless, right? Because why the fuck would you pretend to be homeless, right? Nobody pretends to be homeless. So why the fuck would you pretend to be something that's non-productive, bro? Like, if you're gonna pretend, at least pretend to be a doctor, a lawyer, or something. I mean, it's not good to pretend, but I'm saying if you are gonna pretend, you might as well pretend to be something, something that actually holds some value to it. What I do, Shadow? You work on Saturday, my wife. Oh yeah, we work all the time, bro. We're only off on Tuesdays. Always, it's a beautiful place though. That's cool. Wait, where's the place where the bagpipes come from? Is that Scotland or am I thinking about Ireland? Because I was looking at some beats, like rapping beats, right? Instrumentals. And there was some that had, bagpipes, because it's something that I rarely hear, right? Because you hear other instruments, right? But it's rare. And those shits were banging, though. I was like, damn, this shit is clean. Like, I always wondered, like, how come nobody has ever tried to do that? But that shit sounded clean though. I get it. Some people clown on the bagpipes and stuff like that, but I mean, the way that they were playing them along with the rap beat, you know, intertwined, it sounded dope though. I was like, damn, this shit is clean though. I also like the violin, and the fucking saxophone with a rap beat. Those are some of the best ones. Like if we're talking about like boom bop type beats though, like those, you know, old school 90s New York type beats. I always ask my primo. That girl's name was Gina. She up there in age though. I think she. Trana. Órale, all right. That's funny. Yeah, because it's the only one that like fit. I'm telling you, I literally know everybody from my neighborhood. Like if I don't know them, they're not from my hood. My girls was a membership to Pedal Beach. Full Spirit. What? 80K a year? She says so. She's the one that cuts the check. Damn, my boy. That's real bacon. Damn. That's a lot of cheddar, bro. And I mean, I guess it's like as soon as you become rich, it's like so predictable, like how your schedule's gonna go now. Now you have to start playing golf and wearing like Louis Vuitton and Versace, and you automatically have to get a Lambo or a Bugatti or a Ferrari, and all of a sudden, like it's just like the most generic shit now, right? Like now you just became like everybody else. Like I'm gonna go golfing now. Like, well, my boy, when you were broke, you never wanted to go golfing, bro. Now all of a sudden you become now all of a sudden you like golfing. I find it really hard to believe that all of a sudden now your interest completely changes, you know, from night to day. Like you're either pretending or I don't know what the fuck is going. I don't know what's happening with you, bro. Like, bro, I could win the lottery, you know, right now, bro, and become a fucking millionaire, bro, and I'm still gonna buy my Ben Davis and Dickies. I'm still gonna eat the bootleg ass Captain Crunch because it tastes the same shit as the original. You know, I get it. I have money, but why the fuck am I gonna spend more money for something that tastes the exact same? And something that's cheaper, bro. I just don't get it. You know, I'll still buy a cheaper watch than an expensive watch because it's like it's still gonna be able to fucking tell time. Like I just don't get it, bro. I just don't get people, bro. I don't understand. Like, yeah, but that's more expensive. Like, yeah, exactly. So why the fuck would I pay more money for it? Because you have the money. I know, I get that part, but I'm saying, like, why would I still, though? Even though I have the money, why would I do that, though? That's the part that just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I get it. I could blow that money, but why would I do that, though? That's the part that I don't get. I don't know. Maybe somebody out there can help me understand that. I meant these growing classes on X, who hosts XPC podcast audio. All right, cool, okay. See, I didn't even know it could do all of that, so it's kind of like a YouTube type shit. What about the morritos that are too young to join but rep the hood faithfully? What do you mean? Well, I was repping when I was 10, got jumped in at 11. And no, it wasn't 20-year-olds jumping me in, right? It was like, you know, there was a homie that was like 13, the other homie was like 12. You know what I mean? But it was, you know, my age. Well, not my age, but 1 year or 2 years older than me. Because like I always said, gangs, the way they operate and move, right? People always think that it's these old guys just standing around and making everything happen, but it's not. It's always people that are your age. Like the people that you're hanging around with are homies roughly your age. When you're going out and doing stupid shit, it's roughly people your age that you grew up with. right? Yes, there's OGs hanging with OGs, or the 20-year-old guys will hang around with the 20-year-old guys, but everybody will be hanging around in their different spots and doing different things. And yeah, from time to time you all get together and hang out, and but normally you're hanging around with people your age and doing going off on your adventures, right? So it's never these OGs that are coming and telling us, "Oh, today you guys have to go do this, and that." No, the youngsters, they run up, they do whatever the fuck they want. You know what I mean? They don't fucking wait around and wait to take orders. So that's when people be like, "Oh, these old guys need to be doing that," acting like if these fools are the ones moving the chess pieces. Yes, they hold weight. Their word holds weight, right? But everyone's just doing them. You already know what the rules are in the structure, right? So if you fuck up, you already know the price you'll have to pay for that, right? But nobody's waiting around to take orders from nobody. So these old geezers ain't sending these youngsters to go and do nothing stupid. And these youngsters just do whatever the fuck they want. Period. And the ones recruiting or getting individuals in are roughly these younger individuals, roughly their age. Not these fucking old guys are not waiting for kids to be walking home from school and being like, "Hey kid, come here. I got candy. Hey, would you want to join a gang? Hey, come here. Hey, look, let me tell you what we could benefit, how you could benefit, and what we can offer you." Bro, that is so stupid. Like, these guys be brainwashing these youths. Like, what? I don't see nobody knocking around nobody's house and, "Hey, is your son home? Can we speak to him?" Or, "Hey kid, come here." People are fucking goofy. I think people have been watching way too many movies. Do you think if your kids were taken away from you by and so that you see your kids, are you a bad person if you just leave? If you just give up, yeah. If you just give up, yeah. You know, because something that means that much to you, you'll fight, for it to the very end, bro. I mean, the fact that it got to that point as it is already goes to show that you're putting yourself before anybody else, right? So already showing that you prioritize, what you have going on above anybody else's. So when people try to say that no, that their kids mean everything to them, or their kids are always number one, it's kind of hard to believe you when everything you're doing is you. So to say that they're number one or they come before you, but yet I hear it. You're telling me this, right? But your actions are saying the opposite, though, bro. Because everything you're doing is to benefit you, and you're putting yourself before everybody else, right? So you can say that they mean the world to you, or they're your number one, right? But anybody can say whatever the fuck they want, and they don't mean shit. Actions will forever speak louder than words, my boy. And it's in the actions that people have to start looking, instead of believing people's fucking words, because words don't mean shit, bro. You know. That's a con man's game, bro. You know, they come and always say all this and that, bro, but yet their actions, their character display something else, right? And that's how you know if somebody's really full of shit or is really about what they say. Because they can give good advice, right? But then they, go and do all this disrespectful stuff, then that person's full of shit. Most experts, mainly white people, but they're. Órale. I love rock and roll. Oh, yeah, rock and roll's cool. My brothers are rockers. So they jam to rock and roll. So, I got to hear, some good rock and roll. Um, Took some samples from rock and roll too. Music is music, right? If not mistaken, your neighborhood is fairly new, no? Meaning like formed in the 80s. So yeah, yeah. My neighborhood is not as old as, like some of these old gangs like Wyphens and V&E and stuff like that, right? So, we're roughly, new. Even in our city, right? There were those neighborhoods that were there were had been there long before my neighborhood, right? So we're not the biggest and we're not the oldest, but you know, it is what it is, right? Um, that was never the motivational drive, right? It's not to be like to conquer the world and whatever, right? It's just like it's tight knit family growing up right there, bond that we have, right? Not so much, conquering type of mentality. Yeah, like the oldest homies from my neighborhood are roughly like because my dad's from my neighborhood, right? So it's like my dad and his generation were the first generation, right? And then my uncles, right? Because my uncles are from my neighborhood too, right? So they're the um the first generation, right? And they're already like knocking on their 60s, right? So my OGs are like in their 60s compared to like these other gangs that have OGs that are like, you know, 100 and something years old, bro. Because some of these gangs been around since the 1800s and 1890. That some of these gangs have been around, bro. So it's since before the 1900s, bro. That's crazy. Yeah. So my older homies are like roughly in their 60s, my OGs. And we were never, like I said, like that big, right? We're like about 300, right? So one of the more smaller gangs. Because obviously these other gangs are in the thousands, right? People think I'm exaggerating when I throw those kind of numbers out there, but you may think that they're exaggerated, but no, there is that many motherfuckers out there, bro. Now, people be like, nah, that's impossible because I don't see them all out there. But like I always said, we're talking about in the history, right? So not all of those individuals are still like around there. I mean, in the entire history of the neighborhood, not like, actually out there participating, right? And like I said, you always have individuals in pockets spread out in different locations. It's not everyone just hangs out in one spot altogether. That's not how it works, right? Because like I said, people have different agendas. Some people don't even like each other, right? You could be from the same neighborhood but really don't like certain homies, right? Just like with anything else, right? Like like let's say you have a friend, right? You're not gonna like all of your friends, right? You might like some of them, but not all of them, right? So you might be you meet your friend introduces you to his friends, and you might now become friends with some of those guys and hang around with some of those guys, but not all of the not all his circle, right? So that's pretty much the same applies here. This is pretty much how it works. You're not gonna gel with everybody, right? So some homies may be like, um, you guys don't have much in common, so you it's like, hey, what's up? Like, like you say what's up to them, but it's not like, hey, let's hang out and shit like that, right? But don't get me wrong, like if something were to happen or you need some backup, yeah, then they'll go back you up, right? But to say like to be hanging around, all the time or hanging out together, like nah, you know what I mean? And that's just the way it is, you know. Like if you need a favor, yeah, they'll come through, right? But to say like you guys are hanging around all the time or interacting all the time, no, you know what I mean? Yeah, you say what's up here and there, but you know what I mean? Pretty much it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.